Over the last decade, we have seen some so-called breakthroughs in regenerative medicine, each one claiming to be the next big thing, like stem cells or PRP or even traditional shockwave devices. And while these technologies seem to have some amazing results, they also come with some major drawbacks, whether it be high cost, invasive procedures, inconsistent outcomes. You name it, it's something everyone is dealing with. So we asked our providers, what does a real breakthrough in regenerative medicine look like? And the answer was clear. Number one, it must be an evidence-based, non-invasive solution that delivers real, measurable results at scale. Number two, it must be a plug-and-play solution that seamlessly integrates into a practice without actually disrupting the workflow. And most importantly, it has to be accessible to everyday patients. And that's why our partners are calling StemWave the future of regenerative medicine. And while the technology has over 10,000 white papers backing it and endorsements from championship athletic departments, major sports teams, and even the NFL, and with a 98% success rate across 650 clinics, StemWave isn't just another device, it is a huge wave in non-invasive regenerative care. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly why StemWave's cellular response technology is different from anything you've probably tried before, and more importantly, how it can consistently deliver results like these. Check it out.
Oh my God, what a big difference.
Oh my gosh, that's really amazing.
How about that?
It's awesome. I'm happy.
Now, we've all seen the claims of so-called breakthrough treatments, each one promising to revolutionize healing, and you've probably learned, whether through your own experience or just trial and error, that most regenerative treatments, they actually fail to create long-term consistent results. Take stem cells, for example. They are amazing and they show some amazing promise, but they're expensive and they're limited to the financial elite and have moderate success for orthopedic and chronic conditions. Take PRP as well for an example, another awesome option. But again, expensive, plagued by inconsistent results, it's painful, and it requires frequent injections, and there's no guarantee of lasting relief. And so what about other common technologies like radial shockwave or laser? Sure, they're widely available and easy to use, but at the end of the day, they offer short-term relief, and they lack the penetration depth necessary, and they have no true regenerative impact on the patient. This leaves the patient and the provider wanting more, which is the real issue, right? And while these treatments may stimulate tissue and provide some temporary pain relief, they don't create the biological conditions necessary for deep, lasting healing. And this is why so many clinics are still searching for the right solution, one that can actually deliver results. And this is exactly where StemWave changes everything. See, StemWave doesn't just trigger a response, it activates the body's natural recovery process from start to finish. See, patients don't just experience immediate relief, they experience lasting relief and improvement with every session. So let's talk about how StemWave's cellular response technology actually works. Imagine your body as a once thriving city full of life, movement, and seamless function. But over time, injuries, chronic pain, inflammation, it shuts things down. The roads crack, the buildings weaken, and the repair crews, they're not showing up anymore. And without the right resources, healing begins to slow, and in many cases, it just stops altogether. But this is exactly where cellular response technology changes everything. It delivers a surge in energy, which is the exact spark needed to wake up the repair crews, clear out the damage, and rebuild stronger than ever. It doesn't just trigger a response, but it guides the body through a full recovery process, restoring its function exactly as it was designed to do. So how does it do this? Well, StemWave cellular response technology is powered by an electrohydraulic system that creates a controlled spark within water. This spark generates a focused wave traveling at over 3,500 miles per hour, which breaks the sound barrier and triggers a process known as mechanotransduction. And as you may already know, this process is how the body converts mechanical stimulus into biochemical signals, which activate deep and natural healing and recovery. And we designed StemWave specifically to send waves at such a frequency, power, and speed that it creates a positive response within the body. But what makes StemWave different is precisely how we engineered these waves. See, they penetrate up to 12 centimeters deep within the tissue, which reaches other areas that most technologies just simply can't get to. And when these waves hit damaged tissue or inflammation, they don't just mask the pain, they actually increase circulation, reduce inflammation, and stimulate new cell activity at the source. But here's where it gets even more powerful. The moment that you hit an area of concern within the patient feels it. And now it's not painful, but it is precise. This means you can pinpoint the exact area of concern in real time with the patient. That way you can tailor each treatment with incredible levels of accuracy. And we call this process mapping. Mapping is simple, it's fast, and it's an effective way to actually identify the true source of pain. That way you can build a treatment plan that is tailored to the exact needs of the patient. And after just one mapping session, most patients report a 10 to 30% improvement as measured by a decrease in pain and an improvement in range of motion. And this is why most offices start patients with a low-cost $49 mapping session. Not only does it make it easy for them to say yes to StemWave, but more importantly, it makes it easy for the patient to actually see what's possible with this technology. Because once they actually experience a fraction of the results, it's much easier to commit to a care plan. And we all know that healing and recovery can often be a slow and uncertain process, and you've probably had cases in your office where it took weeks, months, or even years for a patient to see recovery. And unfortunately, that's exactly why so many patients lose hope. It's why they give up on conservative care and often turn to surgery or orthopedics because they're just desperate for relief. And this is exactly where StemWave really presents itself as a game changer for your practice. As we just covered, during the first mapping session you have with a patient, they often experience 10 to 30% improvement just after that first visit. And because each session builds on the last, those results don't just stop there. Over the course of an entire care plan of 8 to 12 visits, many patients report 80 to 95% improvement, as measured by reduction in pain, reduction in inflammation, and improvement in range of motion. This means your clinic becomes even better equipped to handle and deliver lasting relief to patients. And so if you're curious to hear what some of our doctors have had to say about StemWave, check out this video right here.
Obviously, as chiropractors, we see great results every single day.
It is so cool to see a patient get results really quickly.
The StemWave company provides a lot of great information and training as far as ways to get it in and marketing.
They also provided us with new patients every week.
We've had the StemWave machine only since February, and our overall revenue has almost doubled.
Now, as you already know, when your patients experience real results, especially on the first visit, something shifts. They gain hope, and that hope turns into trust. Because when their pain fades right in front of them, they don't just believe in the treatment, they believe in you. And this is why clinics nationwide are turning to StemWave. Because with StemWave, you can offer, number one, immediate relief for patients in the very first session. And number two, deliver world-class results even for some of the toughest musculoskeletal cases. And number three, you can unlock a new revenue stream within your clinic and add an average of $5,000 to $25,000 in collections per month to your office. And these are just a few of the key reasons as to why hundreds of clinics are adding StemWave to their office. Now, you and I both know that the industry is shifting. Times are changing, and patients no longer are settling for outdated treatments. They want faster, non-invasive solutions that actually work. And the clinics that adopt cellular response technology, they won't just keep up, but they'll actually lead the future in recovery, regenerative medicine, and pain management. But those who don't, they'll just be stuck playing catch up, watching other providers set a new standard in the industry. Because here's the truth, evidence-based, non-invasive regenerative technology isn't just the future, it's already here. And if your clinic doesn't adapt now, you will be at the risk of falling behind. Now, at StemWave, we believe in one thing: helping clinics deliver faster, better, and more consistent outcomes for their patients. And that's why we partnered with clinics who are looking to stay ahead in patient care and bring the next evolution of regenerative medicine to their community. So if you're even a little curious about how StemWave could fit into your practice, let's talk. Go ahead and click the link below to schedule a 15-minute call with our team, and we'll walk you through exactly how you can try StemWave risk-free in your office for 60 days. There's no upfront cost, there's no long-term commitment, just a chance to see if it's right for you and if it's right for your patients. And if it's not the right time, that's completely okay. In fact, we've included a ton of extra resources in the description if you just want to explore at your own pace. Either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and who knows, maybe you'll be our next success story. Take care.